This is Kicking It with the Family. Family is a group of related individuals connected by blood, marriage, common interest, and love. Our family is rooted and grounded in love. Through the good and the bad, we have each other's backs. We pray together, praise together, cry together, laugh together. Through it all, we have been together. We are not perfect, and we don't have perfect relationships with one another. But the one thing that we can count on is our love for each other. And although we make mistakes, through it all, we know that we are stronger together. This is family. This is our family. And we invite you to join our family as we open up the doors to our lives to share with you. We have a desire to not only entertain you, but educate you and share with you, and also have serious discussions with you. We are all about family. Our family's hope is that you will not only watch and listen to us as we share with you, but that you as viewers and listeners will also be a part of our family. Share with us, pray with us, laugh with us, and take some time and just kick it with us. We love you all, so don't forget to kick it with us, kicking it with the family. Cheryl.
Brandon Clark.
Kaya Renee.
Lauren Monet.
Amaya Brielle Clark. Alina Noel.
That's exactly what it was. It's all right, Mom. We love you. We love you. It was the music. It's okay. I think we're straight now.
Okay. Are we good?
We good.
Can y'all hear us?
I think so.
Everybody good? What's going on, everybody?
Woo!
So,
Hey, y'all know sometimes we have technical difficulties, so that's hey, it happens. But yeah, we're so happy to be back with you guys yet again for another episode of Kicking It with the Family. What's going on, family?
What up?
Yes. We're having an awesome evening. We pray that you have had a wonderful day into the evening. We pray that you guys are staying warm out there. And do me a favor, guys, before we get started, before we even say hello to everybody in the comment section, do me a favor, hit that share button down there It's free to share. It costs nothing to share. So all you got to do is hit that button, all right? And share this on out. Share the love, all right? We thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. And we got an awesome show lined up, all right? So that's why we want you guys to share, to make sure that you're sharing the love with everyone. All right. What's going on, family?
What's good? What's
What's
good?
good?
What's up?
I don't know if they hype. Like, y'all good?
Why are you talking? What's good? What's up? What up? What up? What up? I don't know. I didn't quite get it out. Not quite.
I
I
barely
wish
got
I
it now.
did. I wish I did. But we kicking it.
Yeah. Nap or
Something
not,
like that.
like we here, you know.
We
It
here.
is what it is. We watched a good movie.
Yep.
Good
Oh, a
family
good
movie.
few movies
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah, good few
Yeah,
movies.
y'all know how Lauren is about action movies. She just doesn't. It just doesn't happen. But somehow, by the grace and mercy and miracle of God, she watched John Wick.
I
All
did
of
too.
them. Oh, and Kaya.
I did too.
See, I assume Kaya was caught up. Like,
No.
I had to pray for her a little bit, but she caught up. She caught up. Lauren caught up. We didn't watch John Wick. I don't know what it is about like the action movies, but the fam is probably gonna, hopefully join me on the action
And
movie
Mom
kick for a
watched
while.
John Wick 3 before you, so you gotta put that out there too. I'm just
Wow.
saying.
Wow.
You get on our case. I'm just saying.
See, I think the
Wow.
biggest thing for me is like I'm not a movie person so much anymore. I like to watch like certain entertaining movies, but when it comes to like action movies, I just stray away a little bit. But I got on Marvel. I got on Marvel last year. Brandon was
Finally.
very, very shocked that I started watching Marvel movies, and I got through all of those in order. And then what was it? Die Hard. They had me on Die Hard before the year
Yeah.
ended.
Yep.
before
Which
2021
is
ended.
the best Christmas movie of all time.
And
I'm
it's
just
not a
saying.
Christmas
It
movie.
is. It is. Good evening to everybody in the comments. Like, we just gotta say what's up to y'all. Cause like, yeah.
What's going on? Hey, Sister Galloway. Good evening to you.
Hey.
What up? What up?
We got Auntie Sandra.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, Auntie.
You feeling better? Of course, you know I'm in the comment section.
Right.
Always. Family says good evening. Kaya's in the comment section. David Lee Collins, he says good evening.
What
Good
up?
evening,
Good
Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. What up? What
Yes,
up?
good evening, you guys. Make sure that you're sharing while you're watching. Just make sure that you hit that share button. Share it to your page. Share it to some groups. Share
Yeah.
it wherever you think they would love entertainment. All right.
Yeah, if y'all want us to start the show, we need y'all to drop the hearts.
Share it to your mama,
drop the
girl.
likes, share it, add a whole nother Facebook page, like create a new one and share it on that one too.
Send it to your mom, your auntie, your sister, your brother.
Right.
Yeah, not too many people. You don't want to get blocked. Some
Send it
of
to
them
your
you can
pastor.
send
Well,
to.
they got blocked for a good reason.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
the case.
the
Like,
pastor can block too. It's in the book of the Ecclesiastes.
block.
Yeah,
Everybody can block.
yeah.
Okay.
Everybody.
Like that.
Block
Yeah,
button.
they black button is
It works for
over
everybody.
there.
I thought
Yeah,
you was about to
it
say
works.
Blockbuster.
I use it quite frequently
No.
when I need to.
No,
So
Leave me alone.
Yeah, but yeah, make sure you heart it.
I don't know how to block, so
It's okay, Mom. It's okay.
I don't know how to block.
It's all right. It's gonna be okay. Look, if you don't block people, it's all right. It's cool. It's cool.
Auntie Sandra said she's feeling much better.
That's good.
It's a
Woo!
blessing. Thank God for that. Thank
Thank
God for
you,
that.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
We've been praying for you.
Yes.
for that.
Yes, much prayer going on.
Yeah. But how was everybody's week?
Long.
It was a week.
Yeah.
It was a week.
It was a week. It was a horrible
What?
week, Bree.
Too much.
It wasn't
Too
too
much.
hard.
Don't be negative.
And I had to go up to the school, y'all. I had to go up to the school. So.
Mm.
Yeah.
And I had to handle some business.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't mess with my babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Auntie Kim in the comment section.
Hey, Auntie Kim.
Hi. To you.
Hi.
Auntie Sandra said, "Thank you for your prayers. Love y'all. You know we love you too.
Yeah.
Love you too.
Yes.
No, that's so sweet, Pre.
Yes. So you guys, we're gonna start out the show just a little bit differently. All right. So I need you guys to pull out your calendars. Now, don't click off of the live. All right. Don't click off the live. But I need you guys to pull out your calendars. All right. So there is like a little activity that so I saw this TikTok video. All right. I don't know who is on TikTok or who knows about TikTok. Some people don't know about it yet. I don't know why you wouldn't know about it. But anyway, saw a TikTok video, you guys, and it was like, oh my gosh. So I need you guys to pull out your calendars. All right, family. I don't see y'all moving. I'm talking about y'all too.
I got
I
mine.
need y'all to pull out your calendars. Brandon, you ready? This video literally like it worked for me. It worked for the guy on the video. So I want to see if it works for you guys. Okay. So you have to listen to the instructions. All right. Everybody got your calendars ready?
Yes.
All right. So make sure that you got your calendars in the comment section because we need to hear from you. Does it work for you? Okay. Here we go.
They say if you put your shoe size and add 2 zeros minus the year you were born plus the year you're on, you should get this number, and the last 2 digits is your age or how old you should be turning this year.
Okay, do it one time.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need to start off. All right. Let's,
You said
We
calculate
gonna-
or calendar?
Oh, did I say calendar?
Yeah.
You did.
You know, like
why? Why? See, hold on. We need to take a pause in the show right here. We need to
Okay.
take a pause. Let's take a quick pause in the
Okay,
show.
that was like I went to the calendar for
Let's take
something.
a quick pause in the show. Y'all know when a teacher tells you this is a problem you will need your calculator for. Could y'all imagine being in middle class and math class and she like, all right, this is a problem you're gonna need your calendar for. Like, what the heck? I didn't even bring a calendar to the class.
Okay.
Why do I need a calendar? You done lost the whole test.
Okay, so
Failed the whole test
all right.
because you pulled out the wrong instrument.
So your shoe size, add 2 zeros,
Wow.
and whatever.
Okay.
We don't
Hold
watch
on.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like I was,
Yeah.
I was so excited about the
Jeez,
activity.
like, please don't like.
This is
All
what
right,
happens
so-
when you don't tell the family like what you
Yeah.
go like
It's
the
starting to
activity.
change.
Those of you that are still watching, and yeah, all right. So y'all, in case y'all got your calendar out, put it away.
Yeah, put your calendar.
No, I'm
In
not
case
using
you
my
took it down
calendar
off the
right
wall,
now.
put it back. In case you open up the calendar app, feel free to close it now. It's okay. You will not be
Because
needing
I have my
it.
calendar out too.
Jeez, like,
Okay,
baby, you can put it away. It's
No, I
okay.
had to.
All y'all had to say was,
We're gonna do
I
that
need
right
a
now.
calculator.
Calculator, the one that you add and multiply and subtract, all that good stuff. Not the thing with the dates on it. Oh my gosh, like we starting early tonight, huh, Laura?
Yep.
You know what? That's what happens. I told you guys like I shouldn't be hosting. Okay, so can I be forgiven for that? So
No.
get your calculator. Hey, it was a C word, right? CAL.
Was it
Come
now?
on, it was like an innocent mistake. Okay,
You
Like,
know,
whatever.
I know a word that starts with the letter comes before C. Dang.
You know what? That was a good one.
Thank you.
That was a good one. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Get your calculators out. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Did I say it right? Okay.
I
Get
guess.
your calculators out, and we're gonna watch the video again. And I want you guys to like follow along. All right. Here we go. Calculator. Thank you, Mama. She put the calculator up there. All right. I was excited about the activity. Y'all, so anyway, y'all ready? Everybody ready? Okay, here we go. Listen to the instructions. All right, it's gonna go pretty fast. I ain't saying y'all talking about wow in the comment section. Forget all of y'all that said wow. Forget all of y'all. Whatever. Anyway, watch this.
This is kicking it with the family. That's yeah.
All right, y'all ready? Calculator? Okay, here we go.
They say if you put your shoe size and add 2 zeros minus the year you were born plus the year you're on, you should get this number, and the last 2 digits is your age or how old you should be turning this year.
Wow.
Okay,
So
so
did y'all-
so I just want to
We
understand this
we
fully.
in 2022, not 2021 right now.
Yeah,
Oh my
2022. This was made in 21, but you're gonna do 22.
Thank you.
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you. One digit. Okay. All right. So check this. So
Okay, Kaya, did you do
you
it?
take your shoe size
Take your shoe size and add 2
with a
zeros.
couple zeros onto it.
Zeros.
Okay.
Zero.
And then, the year
And then
you're
you
born.
subtract the year you're born.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and then you add the year it is,
Having
Uh-huh.
another card.
and the number that's left.
It's the age that you will be this
Wait,
year. Since it's 2022,
that's on
of
the
course, it'll be
card.
the age that you'll turn if your birthday hasn't come up yet. Okay. So
Wow.
if you don't have a
Yeah.
January
Man,
birthday.
Wow.
how does that work?
Wow, it worked for me.
Any mathematicians out there that know how it
No.
works?
Forget mathematicians. No. Which one of y'all born millennials?
It wasn't me. I wouldn't have.
Which one of y'all born millennials that came up with this crazy? Like, why would you add 2 zeros to your shoe size in the first place,
Your shoe size work.
and then subtract your age? Like, what? Why?
You know, I kind of heard this thing once before.
Auntie
I
Sam
mean,
said it
I
works
get
for
it,
her.
but
It
like,
worked for me.
It worked
okay,
for me.
maybe
Sister
one of
Gallo
them.
said it works.
It works.
Auntie Kim
If
said
you
it
use a
works.
calculator, it might work.
Yeah,
Sister
if you
Gallo
use a
said her
calendar, you're
age-
gonna get stuck trying to figure out the
Happy
wrong
early
math
birthday.
problem.
Sister Galloway said it's her age on Wednesday. So
Happy
happy
birthday!
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't do that. But happy birthday! Turn up, turn up.
Happy early birthday.
We had a party.
Happy.
But yeah, I'm just curious.
No, kind of, no.
I'm just curious, like, whose boredom
Oh,
produced
no,
this?
that's
Like,
gonna go, 'cause, Luther.
Right.
Wait, what?
Enjoy your day, Sister
She was singing a
Galloway.
song, Happy Birthday.
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know we were singing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to be 30. Yeah, it worked for me. Oh,
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
well, I'm just saying, I thought we still
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
yeah, it works.
It works.
Oh. Yep, that's right. It works.
It works.
Yep.
Sorry.
Also, you guys, we had a
Oh,
party
okay.
today.
Wait,
We
we did.
had
Yeah, we had,
Yes!
I think you were napping. You missed
Alina,
it.
come over here and tell
A
us
whisk?
about the party.
No, you was
Yeah,
in
A
don't
whisk?
Tell us about the party.
Come tell us
Come
about the
here.
party.
Because you had a little thing.
So my daughter decides that we're having a party today.
Pink party.
Yes, and it was called a
She
pink
called
party. Sister Galloway said, "Thanks everyone. You're welcome."
welcome.
I guess we were having it on
What's your
behalf,
birthday
Sister
plans?
Galloway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your birthday plans? You traveling? And so yeah, so she came in the room and she said, "You guys were having a pink party. Where's Alina?"
I get her.
Okay, go get her.
Okay.
Yeah, so
She
she
done
said,
ran the other way.
we're gonna have a tea party. And she did a lot of party planning, you guys. She went and got a tray and she picked up chips and all kinds of
Debbie
little
cakes.
Debbie cakes,
Debbie
yeah,
cakes,
goodies and stuff.
yeah.
And she was like, I have to host my party.
Yeah.
And so I told her,
Gave
we
out
can
bottles of water.
yeah,
Yes.
gave out bottles of water
Yes.
and napkins or paper towel,
Towels.
really. But
Yeah.
yeah, and so she was ready. Like she was an awesome host. And
She was.
Oh, and she was
Come on,
confiscating taking away the phones. She said,
Yeah.
"Y'all, yeah,
Yeah,
thank
She
you."
was skating, but she was confiscating.
Okay,
the
thank
phone.
you.
well,
Yeah.
don't pull it too hard.
Free.
Don't pull, don't pull.
Please stop.
Like,
True.
she said no phones allowed, so she
Lord
had the
Jesus.
little drawer going around, like
Yeah.
y'all know those little, drawers that you kind of put into things that
Yeah,
you
she
can
Yeah,
was
the
take
little
out.
soft
Everybody-
cloth
Yeah, the
ones.
soft-
Yeah.
So she was like confiscating phones, and at one point I was like, "Can I use my phone for a second?" And she came back and she was like, "Mom, you gotta give me your phone." And I was like fighting her for a second, like, "Can I use my phone?"
Yeah, no.
But no phones were
some of
allowed.
one of us wasn't playing that. It was just like, yeah, nah, kid, you're not
You're
taking
supposed to play
my
along
phone.
with
That's
a
not how this
child.
works.
You're supposed to play along with a child while they're, because you don't get these moments.
Oh,
No.
she took my iPad.
You get a lot of
And
moments.
she was a
but,
good
yeah.
host, though.
She
Like
was.
she actually
She
was
was.
like,
She was.
finding things to do, and she honestly like they got their little palettes and stuff. We even went in the kitchen and made
They
homemade
made
cookies.
Yes, they did.
The girls did, and I said, "Well, if you guys are gonna have a party, do you want to make cookies for your guests?" And so we went in the kitchen and made cookies,
She
and
did.
it was beautiful. So
It was. And
yeah,
they
we
camped
had a
out on
party
the
today.
floor.
yeah,
Yeah. It was nice.
so yeah.
Yeah, I hid my phone, but
Something
anyway,
I always
listen,
said, no travels
give
yet,
you
maybe
your
dinner out.
Okay.
You
that's
what?
all right.
Sounds good.
That's
I gave
special.
you that.
That's good.
That's special.
Yeah, it's just a blessing, you know. Every day is a blessing, but I
Yes.
always believe in, you know, making sure that we celebrate, you know, our birthdays and things like that. A lot of people say, oh, it's not a big deal. It might not be a big deal, you know, like a day or whatever, but honestly, like it is a big deal when you look at, you know, it being a blessing. And a lot of people
Yeah, you're still here.
wish that they could, you know, be here
Yeah.
as long as we've been here. You know, through the years, you kind of, you know, start to get nonchalant about birthdays, but I'm like, oh no, like we gonna
That's your
celebrate.
day.
Right?
That's your
Yeah.
day.
Right.
It's a big
You know,
deal. It's a big
I
deal.
even, woke up and decided, I can't tell you when, but I decided, well, I can't remember how long ago was it, years ago. I decided, why am I working on my birthday? I was like, that's my day. If I don't get any other days off, I need to take my birthday. Why am I working on my birthday? It is special. I'm a child of God. He allowed me another year. Why am I working on my birthday? So I started to take my birthday off. But fortunately, I was kind of like giving it sometimes because I was what's the word?
Behind.
No, I was bored.
Oh, I thought she was.
I thought you saying behind too.
I was bored. I'm trying to get that out.
Y'all need to take her little blooper too. I don't hear y'all talking about her.
Okay, go ahead, Brad. Go ahead. You can do it. It's fine.
Do what?
I thought he was gonna bang.
Do
But
the
anyway.
oh
wanna get back.
That's okay.
do the
No,
do the
no.
blah bang bang.
Anyway.
She said I was blip. That's the right job.
Anyway, I was born July 5th. Okay, so a lot of times, if the 4th fell on like a Friday or Saturday, you get that Monday. If it's Sunday, I said that wrong. If it was Saturday or Sunday, yeah, you get either the Monday or the Friday off, right? So leave me alone, Brandon. So anyway, I don't know what you're gonna say.
She said, "Wow, my sister."
Y'all know y'all be having one of them senior moments too, so don't even try to be.
No, I do it all the time. You can't see your
Oh, all the
Let's see him,
time,
man.
all
I
the
was trying to
time,
get out, but
all the
sometimes
time.
my birthday it falls like if it falls on Monday and the 4th is Sunday, then I automatically get Monday. So, but if it's not and it's through the week, I take my day. I'm like, no. Why am I working on my birthday? So yeah, that's how I feel about it. So I think that almost gets us to our.
I mean, I've been on both sides of that. Well, in one hand, I've been kind of a person like, it's my birthday, sure, but at the same time, I got money I need to make. So,
It's like a big
Right.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't always been in that
I
position.
still get
Look,
the
hold up.
money,
But
so-
that's before that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, okay, I'm just saying. So, I mean, I've been on that side that I'm like, got to work through, and then I'm on the other side, like, you know what? If I don't take a day for me, they ain't gonna care
Exactly.
anyway. So
Exactly.
they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
only time that I would say like it's okay, like definitely work on your birthday is when you have like maybe a trip coming up. Say you're going out of town for
Yeah,
your birthday,
yeah.
you know, and it's coming up. Oh yeah, go on and clock in, do your thing, say
Right.
that time, and go ahead and take your time when you're traveling or whatever. But yeah, like just celebrate. You don't even have to do anything big.
And
but
even
just-
if you wait
you
like
know.
that weekend,
Yeah,
it's okay.
yeah, you can do that.
So I mean, because I've had to do that too. Wait for the weekend come in, And when Bishop was living, I never knew what to expect, what that man would have planned. One birthday, he met me at work, made me leave my car, and he had my roses in the back seat. And I'm not particular about a flower, but for him, roses was what he wanted to give. We went out to dinner, and he had booked a hotel room, y'all. So
That's
I
my
was
daddy right
just
there.
Okay.
My daddy know how
over.
to do it.
And like, you talking about, he said he always wanted to put a smile on my face. You talking about having a smile that, it hurt to smile. I was cheesing and crying and everything from one point to the other. And I was just like, wow, So I never knew what to expect, and it was awesome. So, those kind of moments you can't, nobody had to tell him what to do. He already had plans on what he was going to do.
And that was
that
awesome
man
like
is-
that though.
yeah.
Like he was awesome like that. Like he never, like everything was mind blowing. It was like he always had like something up his sleeve, and it was like you thought that he was done giving gifts, but then he'll pull out something else, or there would be a trip planned or something like that. Like he was amazing.
You
Like
never
that.
know.
So,
Yeah.
I used to enjoy
you're right,
watching
'cause-
it happen. And like the other thing is like he would not do for mom without doing for me too.
Yes.
Especially like
Oh,
Valentine's Day. Oh my
he made
gosh.
sure.
Like he made
Yes.
sure, okay,
Yes.
I'm doing this. Mom might get the huge bear, you know what I'm saying? But like mine wasn't too much smaller than that one, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he made sure
different
everything
but
was
same
special.
And things like that, even if it's nothing spectacular, some birthdays we just stayed at home. We just spent time together. Especially if it fell on a weekday, the kids were at school. We just stayed home and enjoyed each other, just being together. And it was just the little things. It didn't have to be grand or whatever, but all the little things just add up to greatness. So enjoy your day and celebrate your day. It's the day you were born, and for you to be here and for you to experience life, it is a blessing. So look at it as that. Don't let nobody belittle your birthday. That's your day. That is your day. So okay, I'm done. I'm off. I'm
What?
done. I'm
Auntie
done.
Kim said,
Okay.
I work my birthday. Okay.
I mean, hey, and that's the thing. You gotta weigh it out. You know what I'm saying? Like some years you're gonna feel like it, some years you won't. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's gonna be like, look, it's my birthday, but I have to do what I got to do today. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
that's
it's just
cool,
like,
just as long as you get some time in there to say, you know what, God gave me another year.
Oh yeah.
So
So today, family, we are talking about Long Live the King. That is the title of our episode, our show on tonight. And of course, we're paying tribute to Martin Luther King Jr. And so I think we're going to take a little bit of a break before we go into our topic on tonight. Is that okay, family?
It's fine.
Before we do,
Yeah,
Sandra
let's
says,
get that.
father showing his daughter how a man is supposed to treat.
there you
Exactly.
go.
Man.
There you
My
go,
dad was
Stan.
big on that. Oh my
Yes,
gosh. Like he was, he was a huge,
Yes.
he was like, if he can't do it the way that I do it and better, then you don't need him. All right. And he used to tell me that all the time. And it's all about, kind of like teaching your children, like, to know their worth.
Exactly.
And not just, not just receive gifts, but also know how to give them as well. And, it's all about the foundation.
Exactly.
That was like, I had a southern drawl when I said foundation. I
mean,
did y'all get it?
you could have let it go. Like,
I didn't catch it.
I mean,
I did.
Somebody would've-
I didn't catch it, but
Nobody
then,
caught it. You just-
I couldn't, but I like to like, what I'm saying, if it's about me, like I like to make my jokes first, you know what I'm saying?
oh,
'Cause,
don't
like,
worry,
if
they
not,
will be there.
y'all gonna like
I'm gonna have to
you
catch
know,
that for
I don't
TikTok.
think so.
Like I'm gonna have to do that. For real.
really
Um,
like,
Wow.
it's not even that important.
oh yes,
Like
it
you can
is.
say, as a teacher, I had to work, but my kids made it special. That's what's up.
Oh, it's so
That's
sweet.
awesome.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
That's awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave my kids out there always. Like, it's mama's birthday. So yeah.
I wasn't sure if she was talking about her kids, like the students or her son.
Lord Jesus.
So-
Okay.
She's talking about-
And
What? Like it's a legit question. It could have been the kids at school because like sometimes kids at school
I
like
think she meant
okay.
outside.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we'll assume that.
Yeah,
Sister Gala says I agree. That's what's up.
yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, we're gonna take a break. And we're like I said, we're talking about Martin Luther King Jr. tonight. As you know, tomorrow is the day that everyone celebrates him. The day they set aside for his celebration, for his tributes, for him to be remembered. But yesterday was actually his actual birthday, the 15th of January. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. You guys get your Martin Luther King facts together, okay?
Yes.
We're gonna talk about him, okay? The man, the myth, the legend. We're gonna talk about him tonight, all right? So y'all get your comments and stuff ready about Martin Luther King. Of course, you guys know we're gonna make it entertaining, so stay with us, all right? We're just gonna take a little bit of a break, and we'll be right back with you guys.
What is unity?
Would say unifying.
It's home.
Community.
Felt more family oriented than most.
Family.
Family.
Unity Fellowship Church is a ministry of family and so much more. I'm Brandon Clark, pastor of UFC, aka Pastor B. We're a community of believers, building each other through Christ-like love. We believe Bible studying and practicing makes the church strong, and a strong church builds strong Christians. Our ministry is communicated through preaching and teaching, but even more importantly, through living. None of us are perfect, but through our lifestyle and actions, we're trying to do more than just tell you about Jesus. We want to show you we're bearers of his image. Let me ask you, have you read your word lately? Check us out on most Wednesdays at 6:15 for Bible study, as we ask hard, thought-provoking questions and seek answers together in the Word of God. On alternating Wednesdays at 7:30, we do Real Talk, where we discuss real-life topics and issues from a biblical perspective. Saturdays at 10, we have Church School from the Boyd Lesson Commentary. And every Sunday at 11 is our morning worship, where we come together to praise, worship, encourage, and hear from the messengers of God's Word. You can check us out and stay up to date on our content on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Whether you join us in person in Tupelo, Mississippi, or even if you follow, subscribe, and support online, we welcome you to link up with the Unity Fellowship Church family, where we are all one body in Yeshua, Jesus Christ. Peace.
Hey ladies, it's your girl Lauren Monet from MET Boutique. I am so excited to share with you everything that MET Boutique has to offer. You can get dresses, pants, pantsuits, blouses, shirts, and more. Do you want a custom t-shirt? All you have to do is go to our custom tab, click on the shirt that you want, and then email us. Let us know what kind of customizations that you would like for your t-shirt. We have jumpsuits, we have rompers, we have handbags, clutches, we have sunglasses. Oh my God, there is no limit to what MET Boutique has. So I invite you all, go ahead to www.metboutique.com, and when you subscribe, guess what? You get 10% off today. So make sure that you go visit our website. You do not want to miss all the awesome things that MET Boutique has to offer. So make sure you go on over to metboutique.com. That's metboutique.com. You don't want to miss the great deals that we have.
everybody. We are
Woo!
back.
We
We
back.
are
We back.
back.
We back. Like we never left. Well, we did. Anyway,
Well,
we back.
got left a little bit, but we're back.
I don't think she took no nap.
I did. What kind of sort of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me be great.
So
Okay,
we want to get into this talk about
That's
the
okay.
king.
Woo!
Yeah. MLK Day tomorrow. So we just want to reflect on the legacy a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my earliest intro to Martin Luther King was the cartoon back in the day. Anybody
yes.
remember that?
Yes.
Yeah. So what was it?
Yeah.
My Friend Martin.
Yeah, my friend Martin. Oh my God.
Kid goes back in time, meets Martin Luther King, and then like, you know, King as a kid, and then next thing you know, it ends and he's getting shot, and then like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But it was kind of this thing, and I connected with it early because it was for me doing what the movie was intended to do, connect a different generation with the struggle of the past generation, you know what I'm saying? And like really tell that story. So yeah, that was one of my earliest run-ins with Dr. King in terms of like learning the story. Most definitely.
Yeah. It's so much to say about Martin Luther King, and we know him as Martin Luther King Jr. But Kaya's got a fact that we did not know.
Nope.
What was his birth name, Kaya?
Okay, so I came across that his birth name was Michael. And that
King Jr.
Yeah, Michael King Jr. and his
Michael King.
Michael King. I'm not.
Yeah,
it was born.
I think originally he would have been named after his father, right?
Yeah, because no, but it says his birth name was Michael King Sr.
What?
It was
no, I guess
no. King Sr. is his name. Is his dad's name.
His dad's name was
like
Sr.
Michael King Sr.
Yeah,
and then Michael King Jr. So he just
when they was 5 years old. Thank you.
Yeah, because his dad was like this renowned preacher. And his dad like traveled to Rome.
Okay, he did change
Jerusalem,
both.
Bethlehem, Berlin, and he attended the Baptist World Alliance meeting. So, yeah, and he even went to Germany. So, but he got inspired by the legend of Martin Luther.
Yeah,
okay,
the reformer.
So he was so inspired by him that he decided to change his and his son's name. So that's when he became Martin Luther King Sr. and his son became Martin Luther King Jr. after he was 5 years old. So that's like a big thing. I don't know how many people knew that, but
and in case you don't follow, like, in case you're not like up to date on your Christian history, 5-second version of Martin Luther, he saw issues with the Catholic Church charging people money to forgive sins. I'm gonna say that again. They charge people money to forgive sins, and then he posted this 99 Theses that's an issue according to Scripture, and a whole lot of other things. So that was the break from Catholicism to Christianity.
If he had that money, what happened then?
You was probably stuck. Because this was a point in time that a lot of people did not have like the full revelation of Scripture, because it wasn't so popular to get that anywhere but the church. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we take a look at the Scriptures and it's like, oh, Christianity is like rejected, it's redhead stepchild according to like Rome and all that. Nah, it got embraced. And then when it got so fully embraced, you had to come to the church to get the revelation. You weren't going nowhere else.
Yeah.
Then he puts the 99 Theses up. That's what inspired MLK's father to change both their names to Martin Luther.
But could you imagine that as a parent? Because I have a 5-year-old, and they said his name was changed when he was 5. So can you imagine, like, trying to tell your 5-year-old your name is no longer Michael, now it's Martin.
Yeah,
y'all. If I told Alina your name is no longer Alina, you're gonna be called Elena or something like that. Oh no, my name. Like she is not having it. No, she is not having it.
Elena of Avalon. Like your new name is Elena of Avalon. she be
She
with
will
it.
correct you in a
Oh,
good
yeah.
way. She is not gonna have
Oh,
you
my
pronounce her name
gosh.
wrong. My name is Alina Noel. Like
Yeah.
she is on top
She
of
wouldn't
it.
have it.
And what is it? We call her Allie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
she's getting to that
now
point.
she's
Don't
like,
call her that.
don't call me Allie. Stop calling me Allie.
I gotta get used to it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to break that.
Yeah.
Man, she's still out. I'm Uncle B.
She
She's
might
still
let
out.
you get away with Uncle B.
Of course, of course.
But
But yeah,
it's something to realize that 10 years later after that, he was going to college. He skipped 2 grades. 2 grades and went to college at 15. He was admitted to Morehouse in 1944 and graduated in 1948 with a BA in sociology at the age of 19. Our 19-year-olds be like, I want to take a year off to find myself. Well, okay, that's not a black teenager though. But anyway, yeah. So the president, Dr. Benjamin Mays, he became like this inspiration, like this, inspirational figure to King. And King he progressed. Back then, because education was like, far from us, kind of like, we were still struggling and fighting. And for him to be able to go to Morehouse All-Black College at the age of 15, y'all, come on.
yeah,
15.
that's
And
pretty
he
dope.
was ready for that. And he just continued with his education. He went to Kozer Theological Seminary in Chester, Pennsylvania. Come on now, this man was on the move in a firehouse before he even became an adult, what we consider an adult. And even though now listen to this, y'all, he got C grades. He got a C grade in public speaking class.
Wow.
He was still elected student body president. And then he graduated valedictorian in 1951. Come on. Like I said, he was on fire. He enrolled in Boston University, got his doctoral, he entered in their doctoral program, and he got his PhD at 25.
Okay.
So that's like just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
But while he was in Boston, that's where he met Coretta. And he became, or did he become, or she became? Oh, yeah, he did, because it's fraternity, not sorority. Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. Yeah, so King was on the move, y'all. So, and another little fact to let you know, this man was arrested 29 times.
I was gonna say that.
Yes.
Wait,
Go ahead, Kyle.
bruh.
Pick it up from there. I mean, because 29, y'all.
Yeah.
29 times.
Wow.
And a lot of his charges was dropped.
Oh yeah.
But it ranged from civil disobedience to traffic violations. Because, we talk about being pulled over now. Man, you probably couldn't even get in the car door good, get it the car cranked up before they was pulling over black folk. We just don't like the fact you black. We're gonna pull you over. I mean, it's amazing. And we do everything in our power to keep from being arrested. And this man took on that. And even though he was innocent, I think that's what attracted all the attention, is the fact that they kept doing this and he kept bouncing back up. And one of the quotes that was said, sometime a law is just on its face and unjust in its application. Jesus, are we not still dealing with that now?
Oh, most definitely.
Yes.
Well, I mean, and that's the crazy thing, is like times switch up so much. When you talk about laws, like so many are changed just because people got certain feelings towards them.
Yeah.
But then you also talk about education. How much different do we treat education now than we did then? And I mean, this isn't just like individuals. This is us as a people group, us as a people, like in this country. Then it was way harder just to be able to get a solid, not only basic education, but advanced education, going to college and such.
Yeah.
Well, now is different because of the struggles of the past. They afforded opportunities in our present. So today, technically, you could legit skip college and make a a whole living that would be far beyond a lot of people getting degrees. Why? Because there is more opportunity that has been paid in blood, sweat, and tears of prior generations. So it pays to know your history so that you can understand not only how to, talk about these things, but how to navigate, you know what I'm saying, in the world that we live in.
Amen.
Take advantage of your opportunities, like make your moves. Don't wait for nobody, because at the end of the day, your grind is gonna pay off.
Right.
Exactly.
And speaking of grind, he was the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 35.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, this
wow.
man made so many accomplishments. It just, it's like mind blowing because, we forget about sometimes in our modern day and age the sacrifice of our ancestors, what they went through for us to be where we are. You think about where you're living, the kind of house you're living in, and even if it is an apartment, it does not matter. We could not do that back then unless we were considered what they call a sellout, Uncle Tom. And then in that you still were not secure.
Mm-hmm.
It did not secure you. I don't want to say betraying your race, but deciding to give in to the temptation of, I just want to be in good kind of thing.
Right.
So we still have the same thing today. We still have blacks against blacks, and we still have white people that don't like us for whatever given reason.
Especially in the South. No shortage.
Y'all, we living in Mississippi.
And that's important because it's like, look, on the surface, you know what I'm saying? Stuff looks different, right?
Right.
On the surface, it does. And no doubt, you do have people that are genuinely different and are genuine about their motives and about their feelings and such. But then you have them people that are genuine only as long as it gets them by, right? When other eyes are on them. And then when ain't nobody else around, then you being shown true colors. You know what I'm saying? When they're in their comfort zone or whatever, or they're in their authority, you're being shown true colors and such. And it's like, that literally is the world we're living in now.
Yep. But there's so many milestones for Dr. King.
I got a comment.
Okay.
Auntie Kim says you have to know your history so you won't repeat it.
Yeah,
Man.
most stuff.
Yeah.
Most stuff.
And you know what? I have to just say for a second that it's sad when you mention something about your history and a child, I'm not saying your child, any child, said, who was that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a person? Oh my Lord. So it's, it behooves us, just like in the Bible, to, teach our children. And not to put that above the Word of God, but just to know so they'll know their background. They need to know their background. So that's so important as a race, and not because we're trying to separate ourselves from anyone else, but know your history, know the struggle, and know that you didn't get here just by half chance. You got here because people even died on your behalf, trying to make things better for us.
Yeah.
And we just sometimes forget that we are where we are because of the blood, sweat, and tears of others. And, I know we harp on our young people, about college, because our ancestors fought so hard just to go, and some people are not college material. We have to understand that and deal with that. It's not that they're forfeiting an opportunity, but how many children, young adults, they're not college material, not college ready minded, so do you push and push and push a young person to do something and wind up wasting all this money to get them to do what you want them to do? And yes, college is a great opportunity, but don't look down on the ones that they know within themselves if they can handle that pressure. And I think we got to think a lot about that because there's so many opportunities. And we know of people that have built businesses and never went to college.
Right.
So don't be so hard on a person if their path is different than what you want the path to be. But there, again, we're gonna leave that to you to look at the facts and the things, the accomplishments of Martin Luther King. Y'all gonna have opportunity of your own. But we just wanted you to know. And it's another thing. He survived so many assassination attempts.
Yeah.
That because he spoke up, y'all. He didn't practice violence, but because he was nonviolent and he was still willing to step up and still speak, yeah, people was out to kill him because they had to silence the voice.
Right.
But that cannot happen unless God says so. And I think he one time he was in the hospital. They had to remove a knife from his chest. He survived, but it was also said that if he just coughed, that would have been the end. It just missed his heart. So, when it's your time, or if it's not your time, you're not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. So now, and so many people want to say about when he was assassinated, that had this happened, had that happened, if he didn't step out on that porch, if this, or if he wasn't there, you can say all the what if and if it hadn't been and all of this, but when it's your time, there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Right.
All you know is in the time that you have, do what you can. So, and I think the obvious about him and Coretta, they had 4 children.
Yeah.
So we're gonna step into unless there's some other facts anybody want to bring out.
Honestly, we can't talk about the man without talking about the dream. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And it's like,
but there's an area we're gonna step in before the dream.
Oh,
There's a little area we're gonna step in before the dream, y'all.
Oh, the controversy.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room, because see, my thing is what I think people forget is that Martin Luther King Jr. was a man. Yes, he was a legend. Yes, he was an awesome spokesperson. Yes, he was willing to stand in the front line for the causes of us, for our people. But also, going back, he was a man. And I think I grew up. So when the controversy came out that he stepped out on Coretta, it's like, no, people ought to stop lying and people are not. Okay, my thing is, whether he did or not, he was a man. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I can't say because I can't talk to him. They go on about there's proof that he stepped out. He had an affair and this and that and the other. Again, he was a man. And if we are tempted day by day by different little things, how many of us have not given in to temptation? Like I said, I don't know. I wasn't there. Ain't my business. But, maybe when I was younger, that would have affected me to the point of, I don't know if I can really, I don't know about y'all. Have y'all ever got that thing when you find out that someone you put on a pedestal turned out to be human, and then you're like, I can't even, I don't even want to talk about him.
I mean, I'll say straight up, I got that watching Selma. I was like,
I was so hurt.
y'all really coming for this man like this? Like, dang. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it just reminds us people are more vulnerable than we like to imagine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, I'm first one to talk about David and scripture and stuff like that. It's like, if we can read the Bible and see nothing but flawed, screwed up people from the jump, like Genesis, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it don't stop. No, it goes to Revelation. Like, it's still a whole lot of screwed up people just in the context of scripture. But then you like flip flop that and you realize, okay, it's not just in the writings. The writings are the history to remind us right now, this ain't nothing new. So just because somebody is a certain level good, like that don't mean they're incapable of evil. It means they may be trying to stand and resist the very temptation of evil, but that don't mean anybody is like just bulletproof when it comes to morality.
And then, I mean, we're all human. Like we
Exactly.
make mistakes, but the thing about it is, you know, when you're in the public spotlight and you make a mistake, it's so much more dramatic than it
Yes.
has to be because, you know, everyone's looking at you, everyone's expecting something different. And it could be somebody, you know, on the other side of that looking at you, pointing the finger at you, but all the while doing the same thing that you're doing. But because they're not in the spotlight, they don't get a, you know, they don't get a bad rap, or they don't get, you know, all the eyes on them or people talking about them and stuff. And so that's the thing, you know, you gotta, you know, have compassion for others and have that empathy
Most
to understand
definitely.
that, you know, and I was just like what Brandon said when I watched the movie, I was like, oh no, like they hurt my heart. Like then I started feeling a certain type of way. I'm like, y'all, like, but you cannot take away from what this man did, right?
Right.
So, but all the while, like, you know, as a woman, of course, now I'm like, you know, my heart goes out to Coretta and all the, you know, all the things that she had to deal with, not only that particular point, but also, you know, dealing with the fact that your man is a powerful man and he is standing before all of these crowds, and at any point in time you may have to raise all these children alone because of, you know, who you married and what they stand for.
Exactly.
And so you got to know that, you know, you can't mention Martin without mentioning Coretta and all that she had to endure as well as a wife.
Yeah.
So yeah, very passionate about that.
Yeah. And, you know, like I said, that does not take away from, again, like Vaughn said, for what the man did and the sacrifices he made, the bravery that he, you know, stood for, the beliefs he stood for. That doesn't take away from his accomplishments. You can't take that from him because when it's all said and done, like I said, if you put him so far up on a pedestal that you thought he was a god, because if you think that he's above reproach, then yeah, that's putting him in a god status. And no man is above reproach. We fight every day to be better than, you know, thinking wrong about people, acting on impulses, and all such things we have to deal with. So what made any of us think that he was above that and he didn't have to face some things? You know, I think they showed him smoking. I'm not sure about the cursing part. I don't know, but still, who of us don't probably still do have vices that we have to fight against every day? You know, so you know, it just brought to light the fact that he is a man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He is a man. You know, and that phrase is the man, the myth, the legend kind of thing, you know. But honestly speaking, like I said, he accomplished a lot in his life. And he never lost sight of God is the forefront. You know, without God, it could be exactly. And so for that reason, I don't care what the man did privately, or I care about the fact that whatever he had to deal with, him and his wife dealt with that. You know, because my sister always used this phrase, I ain't got a nickel in that quarter, right? Mm. So that's none of our business. The only one that had to deal with that is Coretta, not us, because he married her, not us. So that's something they had to deal with. So in saying that, like I said, he is still who he built up to be, and he didn't do it without God.
Yeah, I would. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay.
No, I was just gonna, you know, point to the fact that, you know, even still, you know, with us discussing this part, you know, it's one of those controversial subjects, and one of those things that, and you can't honestly, you know, shield people from talking about stuff. You know, you can't, you can't have, you know, such a strong opinion on everything that someone says, and so just just understanding that, this is something that was brought out in the movie, and so it was I remember before the movie came out, there was a huge controversy around, does it get put in? Does it not get put in? Does it get put in? Does it not get put in? And so just understanding that, honestly, you can't really get away from people talking about things. And it doesn't take away them putting that in the movie. It still doesn't take away from the work that he did.
Right.
Still doesn't take away from who he was as a man and his accomplishments. And even talking about his accomplishments, you have to understand, as much as they tried to like put him down, as much as they tried to, assassinate all of the assassination attempts, all of that stuff. Even with all of that, like, it doesn't take away from the fact that like he was growing by leaps and bounds. He was doing monumental things, and that's why we're still talking about the man today in 2022. It's because that he did the work, and it's things like that give us that kind of encouragement and inspiration to continue doing and keep pushing, knowing that we can grow by leaps and bounds, even if no one else knows that you're doing it. Because right now in the society that we live in, there's so many people that they're looking for the accolades. They're looking for people to recognize what they're doing. They want to be in the spotlight. But the thing about it is, if you a bad person, if you can keep doing what you're doing, and all of the accomplishments that you've made and all of that, and you know that you're just doing it for the sake of you, knowing that you're doing it because you need to and you want to, and you have goals and ambitions and dreams. So yeah, like it's not about who can see what you're doing. It's not about how many likes on Facebook or follows on Instagram or anything like that. And now how many followers or views that you have on TikTok. Look, it's all about what you know as a person and who you are inside and what you set out to accomplish. Nobody else has to know if you're successful, only you. And who measures that success? You do.
Yeah. And you said a mouthful, but like that's what it is at the end of the day. I think it's impossible to really talk about a person who's known in a certain social like aspect and level, known when it comes to like being associated with certain things, especially good things. You can't really have like a full body conversation without them, without their character being brought into the mix. And when you bring in the character, it opens up like the opportunity to talk about the controversy and stuff. But it's like, yeah, sure, maybe that's not at the forefront of the discussion, and maybe it shouldn't be. In some situations it should. Like, does your character, what you've done in the shadow, like completely contradict that? And have you done way more of that it's like you really weren't helping in the first place, right? So there's a lot of like different ways to look at it, but it's like, when it comes to this, yes, it is a private issue. Yes, it is something that primarily was between him and his wife to deal with, right? That primarily was on her to figure out how she was going to like respect or live with or honor or not honor or whatever. That was on her, but because he's such a public figure and because so much of his legacy is tied to his character, it's like, as much as it ain't our business, it's like, well, dang, you can't really... this is still a person. And I think it really just goes to show we shouldn't keep comic booking everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I mean, straight up, we've got so many Marvel movies, like they're gonna get to the point. I mean, mark my words, they're gonna get to a point where they're dropping a Marvel movie a month. Year straight. Yeah. But I say that to say this, like, that's people on TV acting in parts. They're still people. Right? They're acting like characters, but they're still people. Those characters are just imaginary characters. But at the end of the day, there's real people behind those characters. And so we know the character Martin Luther King, but the real person, unless you were living when he lived and experienced and actually met him and spent time with him, we're never really gonna know. So it's fine to associate that because it's part of the character that we know, but nobody ever really knows like who this man was except those close to him. All we can do, talk about the legacy, because at the end of the day, he had such a good character that he was able to build and do something good with it. that benefited all of society. And I think that's why it's so valid to keep this conversation alive, you know?
And to Kim says, we are not cookie cutters, and it's totally
Amen.
correct.
Like that's the best way to put it.
We're not gonna be the same person. We're not gonna go through the same things. We're never going to experience every single thing that our brother or sister has experienced in the same way. And so you gotta just know, I think it's more important to use these people like Martin Luther King. We're talking about him because his birthday is tomorrow, but y'all, we got a whole month of to celebrate.
We gotta come with it.
We locked and loaded,
Yes.
all right?
Yes.
We are locked and loaded. But also, understanding that we look to these people and we acknowledge them and we honor them for the work that they did, but also understanding that we have work to do too. It's not all about, just having someone that you idolize, but you need to be an example as well. And, without me going all the way far into the deep end of the spiritual pool, it's just important to live a good life, be a good person, and honestly, stand behind the things that you do, be proud of the things that you do, and if you know that it's not going to bring good vibes or, honor to your name, don't do it, simple as that, and if we can be a people of integrity, then we can leave a legacy behind as well. My dad, he wasn't the most famous person, but let me tell you something. He touched a lot of lives and he left a legacy here. Right. And now we are, we're actually living that out and we're honoring his legacy. And so, he mentioned, and I guess because Dad came up, honestly, he mentioned the fact that, he met Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
And, when he was a kid. And so it's just the thing of we look to these people as examples, but we don't look to them as being perfect. And that when we start looking to these people, thinking that they're supposed to be perfect, or we get bogged down about the things that they've done. Look, point blank period, you should be building your own legacy, and honestly, look to God. Jesus lived a perfect life, all right? So let's look to Jesus as an example of how we should live.
I'm gonna just say, this reminds me, I don't know if y'all seen it, the fam has watched something else on Netflix together. The name of this show was True Story, and it was good. It was good. It was wild. It was crazy. Oh my gosh, it was a ride. Yeah. But the only reason I bring it up is because this combo reminds me of a character in the show. And the show revolves around a celebrity. There was this character that was the super fan. I'm talking about the same way you would probably be laughing at the person that's got the first Spider-Man comic book, be dressing as him every Friday or every Tuesday, whatever. All of that, the same way you could imagine somebody like that. This person was revolving around that celebrity in the show, the main character, right? And it's crazy because it's we do that sometimes with people, right? Whether they're celebrities or they're civil rights leaders that aren't with us anymore, or they could be literal figures in Black history, all across the board, civil rights leaders and not. But we do that with people. We hold them up on this pedestal. We try to find out as much as we can about their lives, and to us, they could just do no wrong, right? And it's crazy in this show because this guy constantly sees, all of the mess progressively behind this person. But it doesn't change how he wants to see this person. And I wish we would give each other more benefit of the doubt like that without trying to put each other on that perfect pedestal. I really wish we would. But when it comes down to it, all we can do is really just aspire for some of these really good qualities that we see some people hold down well and try to live it out in our own lives,
No judgment.
Most def.
So just to let y'all know, as we move on from this subject, in December of '99, because the King family did file a civil case against the government, and they won it.
Turn up.
And found out that the James Earl Ray may have not been the actual person who pulled the trigger, but they did find out that there was this conspiracy going on. Something like in Jesus' time when he was healing too much, he was preaching too much. So they had to get him taken out. So they did find out that there was a conspiracy going on. They couldn't like pinpoint. So it was kind of like a local, state, federal government, and mafia situation going on.
Basically.
That was the blame. Of course, nothing came of that, right? But y'all just guess. I want y'all to guess how much the family was awarded. Just guess. Even in the comments, take a guess at how much the family was awarded.
I'm gonna say north of 20 mil.
Okay.
I'm gonna say over 20 mil, at least 20 mil. That's my guess.
Anybody else? Don't look it up. Just give a guess.
25 mil.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Price is Right? Like 20 million in $1? Like, dang,
25 and $1.
I'm fine. I mean, I'll take it to 100 mil. All right, let's go. Like, what's up?
Really?
I got that little card.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Okay. Now the comments.
Like, there's actually a
my
price to
sister
this.
said $1.
Wait, what?
She said $1. What did you say?
I was gonna say like low thousands, so like
Okay.
20,000 maybe.
Okay.
Like, probably not even-
Do I have anybody else in the comments that want to guess at how much? Because I got my sister Kim. She said $1. We got thousands over here for Lauren. We got 20 million for Brandon.
That's my original.
And Kaya said 25 million.
Yeah.
Okay, I got anybody else that want to make a comment on how much they think the family was awarded?
Because I'm just like, this is the government. Come on now. Like, you can't. For real.
20,000, but like probably not even that because like they ain't right,
Okay, and now mind you, now this was in 1999.
99.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so
the suit
maybe.
had been going on for a while, but in 1999 is when 12 jurors reached a unanimous decision that King's death was a result of conspiracy. Okay, so Mama. Okay, Mom. Hi, Mom. Mama said 10,000.
10,000. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
what's up?
We
What's
got
up?
anybody else? I just want to give people a chance to say, and I see, okay, Michelle said
2.5 million.
okay, 2.5 million.
Okay.
Okay, I'm trying to give everybody a chance. Now, I want y'all to know that the family actually donated the money that was received. And basically, their whole pursuit of this is for the whole truth to come out.
All the money.
All the money. They donated all the money. And they did not, they donated. I can't get the words. For justice to be served. Okay, but in 1968, Mrs. Coretta Scott King, they made a center, the Martin Luther King Jr. Center for Nonviolent Social Change.
So how much though?
Okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to be that guy. I'm sorry, y'all. That's just me.
Yeah.
Okay, so the amount that was awarded to the family, and if we were doing that Price is Right thing to say who got the closest to it, I'd have to say Kim got the closest to it.
What?
What'd she say?
No.
They were awarded $100.
Oh wow.
$100?
$100, which they donated to charity. A whole $100.
Wow.
Good job.
After they found out and it was proven that local, state, Sandra said 0, local, state, federal, U.S. government agencies and the mafia were to blame. They were awarded $100.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's our job.
They'd have been going back to court again because I'm just like, what?
Good job.
And
Sorry.
nobody,
Oh, man.
so that just goes to show that had things been a little different, I think you would have seen a difference in the amount awarded. I can't speculate. I'm just going to leave that where it is. But the family's whole premise was never about the money, but that the truth will come out.
Oh wow.
So That's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. Just remember the man, the legend, the myth. Remember that this man was great because of what he did, what he fought for, and the rest of that stuff. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that South stuff doesn't matter because he wanted to take on. He did take on issues that other people shrink from. He even got people to come together. Not to riot, not no, protest maybe, but not riot. And come together and fight for their right to even sit on a bus, y'all. All they could do is sit in the back of the bus, especially if a white person got on. They had to sit in the back of the bus. He fought. They all fought. Water hoses turned on them. Some unmentionable things. You got to know that back then they didn't mind raping black women. They didn't mind it. It wasn't, to them, that was not a problem. So it's a lot of stuff.
Sure, not even just that, but the whole white women accusing African American males of rape.
The white water fountains versus the black water fountains, white bathroom works.
Just the whole hypocrisy of it. Because it's like people would do a whole lot of false witness type stuff.
Oh yeah.
And because the fact that you are
church school lesson,
straight up, it's because of the fact you're a person of color, you can't even fight for yourself in a courtroom because they don't care about you winning. Like they don't care if you're right. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, we just gotta thank God that we come up a bit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're still in a struggle. And we're not gonna sit here and pretend like all of the problems are over just because MLK was taken out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we had come up. There was a win out of that. You know what I'm saying? And it changed things. So we got to be grateful for that, but we got to be pushing to make our world even better before we leave it.
Okay.
Monisha.
Yep. Happy MLK Day, y'all. Happy MLK. Want to be the first to tell you.
A lot of people do different things on Martin Luther King Day. So you guys, what are you guys planning on doing tomorrow? This is for everybody in the comment section. If you guys want to share, are you guys, going to any kind of celebration, any kind of tribute or anything like that? Let us know in the comment section, all right? As we continue to go ahead and move on, we'll get to your comments, but share with us what you plan on doing to celebrate on tomorrow, all right?
When you was talking, I thought about the time that I was living in West Point. They normally do the march. They start from Church Street all the way to Maryhome College or something like that. It was amazing. Me and my family did it like a good 2 or 3 times, and that was a walk. It's like across downtown until across the other side of the highway. Well, not Berryson Highway, but you like in the country part. But yeah, anyway, I really enjoyed doing that. I wish we can have something like that again. Would be great for the kids now.
Yeah, that would be dope.
We got to keep that going. We can't forget.
Yeah. So. And I mean, shoot, maybe you know what I'm saying, whether it's internet-based thing or whatever, try to get something trending. Like, what are some good ideas we can do to keep the civil rights struggle progressing? You know what I'm saying? And not just talking about stuff like BLM. Like, how can we do more of celebrating the things that we're actually working on doing and accomplishing? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, shoot, we're going to continue to talk ideas as a family. And we hope we got y'all support as we try to move forward on some stuff. But yeah, let's try to build the community together now, this generation.
All right.
All right, you guys, it is time to laugh. That was heavy, but now we can break free. You guys know that we love to laugh. I hope you guys enjoyed the segment on Martin Luther King Jr. I pray that you guys were able to, really get some things and stuff like that, and continue the conversation in the comment section even after we're done on tonight. And we can continue the conversation. All right. But yeah, it's time to laugh, you guys, and y'all know You know, I got some jokes over here, and I'm
not ready.
Y'all remember last week where I was asked to like introduce the jokes just in case like certain people wouldn't get them or whatever.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try. You know,
Can't
I'm
help it,
gonna
I don't
try.
know who Bella Levine.
I'm gonna try to.
Anyway.
Bella the V.
Oh, let's not even go back to Belleville DeVoe
Oh,
All
geez.
right.
and the devotion.
The devotion. We are
The devotion. But yeah, I hope you guys are
Wow.
ready to laugh in the comment section. Y'all make sure you guys let us know what you think about these jokes. As a disclaimer, you guys, we are not talking about any one person or anything
But if
like
the shoe
that.
fits,
No.
that's
we are
between
not
you and
talking about
Jesus.
anybody. You see how they do? Like, really? We are not talking about anybody.
no, we
you
not.
know?
But if the shoe
But-
fits, it's you and Jesus.
We just like to laugh, okay? And so if you're offended, like that's it. Honestly, like I have to say it. I had to just be real, you guys.
Yes,
If you offended, that's on you, okay? Because like we're not talking about any particular person or anything like that. We just like to laugh. So disclaimer, you guys get your panties out of bunch or how
Ain't he
they say
said
it?
Brandon?
How did he say it?
Get your
Y'all better-
panties out of,
Get your panties out of a bunch.
No,
Out of bunch. They say out of bunch, not out of a bunch.
Look.
Right. Okay, whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Wow.
don't
Okay.
get your panties twisted. That's
Yeah, don't
the
get your panties twisted.
Yeah.
Panties dry.
Or if
Oh,
You know what? Let me not say that. Like, this is sticking away with us.
Brandon been started already. Auntie
I'm
Sandra.
sorry.
He been started
Oh,
already.
man.
You know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. I might.
All right,
One
let's
day.
go, y'all. Y'all ready?
Yes.
Y'all ready? You
Yeah.
know what? And
Oh, that's what it remind me of. Bed Bath and Beyond. Y'all said that Bellevue thing last
Bell,
week.
Bell, and Beyond. Who did?
Bed Bath and Beyond.
We gonna live.
Ain't this a store?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
Oh my gosh, it was so when y'all said Bellevue, I was thinking Bed Bath and Beyond. That's what
We all live right now. Oh my god. We
Ain't
can't make this up.
so we can say that.
But when y'all, whatever the name is, that's what it reminds me of. Bed Bath and Beyond. Cause y'all said Bell something. Yeah.
That was Larry.
Bree said Bath and Body Works.
Bed Bath.
So wrong. No, he didn't get him out.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay. I think we're ready for the joke. I think we're ready.
Okay.
I know, you know, I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
waiting, you know. Anyway, all right,
Always.
here we go. You know what, you guys? I do not have a Monet joke of the day. Like, I don't have one
Come
that's
on.
at the top for me today. Okay,
Wow.
but what I will do is we're doing something different on tonight. All right, and
Okay.
it's a part of the
Okay.
laughter. So this is going to take the place of Monet's joke of the day. Okay, it's the family joke of the day. You get it? Family.
No, that's not the same. Like, it's kicking it with the family. It's the whole show. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Okay,
anyway,
so you guys came up with this. So don't try to act like
Oh,
don't
I
stick my
forgot.
neck out
Yeah,
there.
we
Don't
did
try to
come
make
up
me
with
stick my neck
family.
out there.
You know, because it's like
oh, family.
family.
Oh yeah, from the fans, from the
Yeah.
fans. I thought you said
Yeah.
fam, like, you know what I'm saying, like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay, the family, family.
Joke of the day.
They try to play you, Lauren.
No, we not.
They
no, we
tried.
I
not.
just came up
Don't
with
be
No.
one.
doing-
No,
They
I
tried.
thought you said family joke of the day,
Yeah.
like you was taking Emmy
Read
Monet's
the
out.
fundamental,
Okay.
It wasn't up yet. It wasn't up yet. Man, okay. I bet.
Don't do a
Hey, they
Amanda.
tried it.
They tried it.
And we sat down, we talked about this
Nah.
and everything. You know what I'm saying? You know
Okay.
what? Like, people that they just ain't no
Okay,
good.
so just because we forgot don't mean that, you can, yeah. So anyway.
Anyway, here's our family joke of the day. This came from none other than Auntie Sandra. All right. So, like I told you guys can, if there's something funny, you guys should send it to me. But we do have Auntie Sandra. She's sending in our family joke of the day, and this was a pick. All right. We had so many to pick from, and so this is the family joke of the day that we chose. All right. Here we go. Y'all ready?
All right, well, you got a pretty good balance.
Thank
there.
you.
I want you to step, bump, step, bump, bump, step, bump, step, bump, bump. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, bump, bump. Step, bump, bump. Pas de beret, kickball change, step, clap.
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You know what would be good is if you hitch kicked and then you kind of did that and then a barrel turn and then ha, you know.
That was good.
That would be.
That was really good. You a dancer?
No, not. I'm just drunk.
Up against the vehicle right now, sir. You're going to jail.
Wow.
He almost made it out. He almost made it out. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, he did so good.
Damn.
He said
That's wild
confession
right
is
there.
good for the soul. I think he just put himself in jail.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was good. I like that.
Thank you, Auntie Sandra, for sending that in. We appreciate you.
That was good.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, yes. That was a good one.
Oh man.
That
He
was
almost
just
made it, y'all. He almost made it.
wow.
Yes.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
What you
Here we
got?
go. Need to know how y'all feel about this.
Okay.
How tight I'm gonna be with my money in 2022.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. Okay, I
How
gotta
tight I'm
look
gonna
this.
be with my money in 2022.
Bro, why?
We need to be this tight with our money. Like,
Why, man?
like got to.
No.
That had me
no.
rolling.
No. See, that's when you wear your shirt open. You just leave your shirt open and put a t-shirt under it.
Oh my god.
Did he not know? Did he just
Like, you see how he looking?
Oh my
like, I
God.
feel, you know, I
I
don't see
think
how you
it-
can go out the house looking like
Laundry
this.
day, maybe?
Wow.
I don't. And
no
even
excuse.
then,
Ain't no excuse.
Oh my goodness.
you donate
Oh.
that. You don't keep that. Like you,
Right.
Just
y'all
Just
sound
kinda let that
something
one go.
like
Just kinda let that one
pass
go.
it down.
Yeah.
Pass it to the next generation. Like
Let it go, man. Just let it go. Somebody
there,
should've told
don't
him.
post that. That's what you do. You just never.
No, he should
Just-
have had it all. Somebody should have told him, man, you need to go change that shirt.
Right.
Let
Wow.
it go. It might have been your
You're right,
favorite
Auntie.
time.
Wow.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
All right,
Okay.
y'all ready?
That's
I
what Mama
don't
did.
know if Mama recovered yet. Like,
I'm okay.
I don't know either.
That was awful.
all right, here we go. How many of you guys do you guys eat mint chocolate chip ice cream? No, mint chocolate chip.
No.
Anybody?
I think I
Anybody in the
tried
comment
it
section
once.
maybe even eat mint
I
chocolate
heard-
chip?
I
I
don't
ate
mean,
know.
the-
I might
like,
try it.
If you do, throw me a heart, like, because I don't want to be.
Now I
offended.
had Thin Mints like Girl Scout
Let us
cookies.
know.
Oh, those mint
I know.
chocolates at Olive
know.
Garden.
Okay.
Like, I mean, that's
I
close.
hate those.
Man, I love those.
like
Those- They
those.
be having the right chocolate and just the right amount of mint.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But the chocolate be
I'm not
melting.
I don't like
Oh my
anything
gosh.
mint and chocolate, and y'all know I'm like not a huge
O-
chocolate
Olive
fan.
Garden sold me on it. I'm sorry, it's Olive Garden, man. Like,
Oh,
I
How you
don't
freshen
know.
your breath with like mint and chocolate? Like, it's,
I mean,
it's a
you don't, and I
contradiction.
wouldn't
Like,
care.
like,
Like, I
minty
just
fresh.
enjoy them. Like, that was
Let's
just
give
me.
you a cool minty fish with a hint of chocolate.
with a hint of
Oh,
sweet,
no.
which like tarts up your breath again. Like
No,
anyway,
that's not.
anyway,
Oh, you can
y'all check this out. Let me know what you think. If you eat this, then you might as well just use the toothpaste.
Use the
Dang.
what?
Use the toothpaste with the chocolate
Oh.
You know what?
Nasty. Don't make you.
It's awesome, baby.
No.
Chill, baby.
No.
chip. How y'all feel about
Well,
that? I'm like, you
that-
might
that's
as well.
dumb.
I mean,
No.
you eat mint chocolate chip?
That's a good joke. That's a good one.
No.
Yeah.
That didn't make
All right,
it.
y'all
That
ready?
didn't make it. That didn't make it. That didn't make it.
We gonna double back for you, Kai. It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right. Here we go. Funny how my mama got McDonald's money now that she had a grandchild.
Oh,
Man,
that's the truth, y'all.
if this
That's
ain't
the
the
truth.
truth.
Yes. That's the grandchild though.
Wow.
Oh Lord, these
That's the
grandkids.
grandchild though. You know, y'all grown. Get your own McDonald's.
Nah, that's not cool. That's
Mom
not.
used to
That's
pick us up from school.
hold up. Ain't it MLK Day tomorrow? Ain't we supposed to be standing against injustice wherever we see it? Ain't we supposed to be doing that? Ain't we supposed to be doing that? I'm just saying. We stand for justice in the household as well as the country. I'm just saying. Like any household.
Tried that when you were younger.
I wish I would have known.
Yeah. And
that's the truth.
Think that you're gonna live.
I wish I would have known then how things would be now.
Right.
Be like,
No.
how you gonna tell me how we can't go to McDonald's and you gonna take my kid in about 8 years?
Wait a
Like,
minute.
what's up?
Well, Bree's talking about she already got her own money now. She got her own money.
That's
Oh
grandbaby.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. Lord,
Okay,
like,
go ahead,
how we
tell
can't
them
go to
about what you got.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
So it was a
All
thing.
right,
Of
bet.
course, we had mom used to pick us up from school, or daddy would pick us up from school, and we sometimes didn't know which days, and they would surprise us and switch us up, right? So dad would pick us up from school, and we would go to this place in Tupelo called Dairy Cream. I think it's called Dairy Cream. Anyway, like they had the soft serve ice cream, and they had like stuff, you know, and like we would go to different places, right? And you never knew where you were gonna go when daddy got you, right? Because like dad would take us out to eat, boy. Like he would, like, you know, like just doing it big, and you knew like you was gonna have a good time when you got with dad, right? And so you knew at least there was a chance that you was going somewhere after school, because dad rarely would pick us up from school and take us straight home. Like usually we would stop at somewhere, right?
Oh Lord.
So when mama would pick us up from school,
Oh Lord.
they'd be like, "Oh, mom, you know, dad takes us to Dairy Dream or Dream Cream or whatever it was."
I bet she's like,
And-
what?
And she's like, "Well, I'm not daddy." And after a few times of her little smart remarks, we just stopped asking. We was like, "Mom ain't gonna take me nowhere."
Straight up. Like, mom would not play any of that extra, like at all.
Not at all. She's like, "Oh,
Man,
you got it
get
at home.
all of
You
that.
gonna-
Lord,
we
Yeah,
got it
that's
at the
pretty
house."
at home. Okay.
I don't know how many times I'd have heard that in my life. Like,
Go home and
jeez,
get it, you know.
Yeah,
it's
why
not the
not?
same.
It's at home.
It's
And
not
it's
the same.
cheaper because it's at home.
Exactly, but because we always had the cheap one, we never had the special one.
Dad
to
did.
y'all.
You stay home from school, daddy was gonna take you to lunch. You know, like you
Man,
always
straight
knew,
up,
like
straight
you
up.
was gonna get some stuff.
Whatever.
Lord.
Mom be like, "Oh, we got that at the house." You know,
Oh, you want cookies and cream? Okay, no, you ain't getting no cookies and cream McFlurry. You gonna get that vanilla we got at home,
and get them Oreos.
and you gonna
like,
imagine that we got Oreos at home because we,
look, not the name brand Oreos, but the black cookies with the cream in them.
man, every night. No. Let's not play. Let's not play. We did not get those unless we had some at church that we got to eat and take them off.
Seriously.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Liz is kicking it with the family. Oh man.
Anyway.
Oh man.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all.
straight
I
up.
ain't even
Straight
need to
up.
go there.
That's
We
okay.
love you, Mama. We
It's
love you,
okay.
Mama.
Okay.
Now all of a sudden,
Oh,
you
man.
know, when Alina say, "I want fish sandwich," or "I want checkers," "I want this," get my baby what she wants. Really? I want chicken.
She's a
Alina,
picky
do you want
eater.
the chicken nuggets? You want the chicken nuggets with barbecue sauce? I'm like, really, Mom?
Man, okay.
She's a picky eater. She says she
Man,
wants to eat
sometime.
something. You need to get
Man,
that.
no.
She'll pick eater all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know how
yeah.
you get this child to eat stuff. Like, you get her to eat tacos and different kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
like,
but
she
it's
does
Uncle
not do
B.
that with me.
With Uncle B.
My own
That's his
child
name.
will not try anything new.
that's
This
Uncle
is
B.
me. I'm the uncle.
She
I'm the
gonna
cool
do
one.
it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
See, y'all. Kim said it. Sorry, sis, I did it too. So,
Lord Jesus.
man.
Lord Jesus.
Anyway,
Ooh, we used to look for, like, we didn't know.
Oh,
the
we,
vehicle- like,
you know
look,
what?
did you look
We
for the
stopping the
vehicle, Brandon?
cycle.
Brandon, did you look for the vehicle? Like, man, if it's green and we if it's white, then you're like, no, we ain't getting.
Oh my God.
oh my goodness, I did sometimes.
Man, for me, it was
I
more
did
so.
take y'all sometimes.
For me, it was more so. Who am I going with? You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Oh,
if it's a
who ride with
situation,
mama, who ride with daddy?
yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
just kind of like, do I have to go with mom? I mean, you know, if either one of these other two are right, I got to go with mom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just try to like go when dad go, because if I go with dad, there's some extra. You know.
Like, even leaving church, like, you know what I'm saying, on Sundays and Wednesday nights, it was like, okay, who you riding with? You riding with mama, you riding with daddy? And it was like, well, you know, dad probably gonna stop somewhere. But then you and Milton would like climb in with dad, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let my mama ride by herself. Dang,
I
y'all
think
give me something, okay?
we do.
Give me something when daddy stop, okay?
Wow.
Look,
I'm
but that's
riding with her,
hey,
but like,
Clark home. That's how it is. That's what it
It's
is.
okay. That's okay.
Oh Lord,
we love you, mama. We love you.
I love y'all too. That's okay.
all love.
We give
It's
you
all
all the
right.
laughter and flowers.
Always,
While
yeah,
you're-
all that good stuff. Yes,
Yeah,
At least
laugh
we
at
let
me
you
while
know.
I can hear it. Okay.
Yeah, at least we let you know how we feel.
Yeah.
Like,
most
you know.
definitely.
I don't
Most
remember
definitely.
saying speak your mind, but anyway, it's okay.
Y'all ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's move on.
My mama don't want to talk to me because I used her anointing oil to fry eggs. The response said, "Quick question, Chief. Did the anointing break the yolk?"
But that's okay. They ingested the whole store. You know, they ingested. You know, they took it in. And I mean, ingested.
Well,
Oh,
really?
Lord. Ingested, not injected. Sorry, y'all. But,
Look, whenever you eat the eggs, you make sure you tell somebody they equally yoked.
wow,
Lord.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. That,
Alright,
you know, that
I think we good.
oil is special, you know. But if they happen to fry egg, that's okay.
I mean, some of
know,
these
take it
recipes be calling for that olive oil these days. Like, I mean, if you just happen to have some blessed olive oil, look, that the pastor done prayed over. If you got some blessed olive oil in the home that the pastor prayed over,
Yeah, we don't
then
use
you
the
taking that blessed in.
We don't use the blessing for that. We haven't used the
I see
blessing.
Kim said blessed eggs.
Yeah, blessed
Instead of
eggs.
Come on
devil
now.
eggs, you got blessed
Blessed
eggs.
eggs.
Yes.
Come on, somebody. Y'all better have church up
I
there.
bet you that scrambled eggs gonna
My
taste
God.
better. That
Yes.
omelet gonna be like on fire.
Come
Like,
on now.
tell me something. Like that cake ain't gonna be
He probably
extra,
needed that, though.
extra fluffy.
Yeah,
I'm just
Probably
saying.
needed them.
Yeah, but
I
don't
mean,
think it's on
blessed
side
eggs.
like that.
Hey, look, didn't the prophet get a cake in the Bible? Like, you got a cake and some water. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't think that was blessed oil back then. No.
You said,
The angel baked that cake.
Okay.
you know, I ain't never heard no angels baking, but
It's all good. It's all good. Read your Bible, everybody. Read your Bible.
You still ain't gonna find with an angel baked.
Look,
Went in the
read.
kitchen, he put the apron on. He said, "Can you give me 2 eggs?"
And while you sitting down going, while you at it,
In the book of Samuel's.
All right, y'all ready?
hey, he can get a nap.
I was stop. I was stop.
Because he ain't sipping on them right now. So this guy
What?
He can get no nap.
Wait.
And you
did I-
gotta add
I just said
lots of
Sam.
white into the egg too.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that's salt.
man, because she
Just
got
a
the
little bit of
salt,
salt.
man.
Just a little bit of salt.
The price about using salt too.
Okay.
Okay, y'all ready?
Oh
Here we
yeah.
go. Here we go. Bank robber demands $150. Immediately deposits it into his account. Said he used ATM machine. So you gotta read the bottom before you read the top. He robbed the bank, and then he goes to the ATM outside to deposit the money that he robbed from the bank. All he got was $150. He just needed $150 to make it to paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He gets caught.
Man.
Yeah.
When you
He
rob
deposits
your
the money.
own bank.
Y'all, this I'm like,
Dang.
you use ATM outside the bank.
Your own bank though. Like they not gonna see.
Because you just left the bank.
Yeah.
But
But you, yeah.
wow.
But look, I'm not gonna rob it for thousands of dollars. I just need $150 to make it to payday. All right, that's all I need.
Wow.
At least his count is clear.
It took me.
Put the money in the wallet. Put it right. Yes, the one bill in the second.
Don't worry about it. Just get it
Stop,
in my hand.
Brady.
I'm gonna go out.
Like you ain't in. Look, you ain't bring no duffel bag, no nothing. Like you
He
just
probably didn't even bring a
look,
gun.
just like look. Where is it? Just give me.
Bless
No,
his
I
little
don't
heart.
want all of it. Just the 100 and the 50.
No,
That's it.
girl, not just his heart. You need his mind.
Yeah, like a little mental. A little mental there.
That was not smart. Oh,
I mean,
All right, here we go. I found this pretty entertaining.
Oh, my goodness.
You guys know how, like, you know, I don't think I ever did it. Did I ever prank phone call? Have you guys ever prank phone call anybody, like when you were a kid? Or
No,
anything?
Your refrigerator
my mama
running?
would've killed me.
Huh?
My mama would've
So
killed
anyway,
me.
if you guys know about prank phone calls, like back in the day,
hold on.
people used to do that.
I'm asking
You
legit. Did I make a prank phone call?
I was on a
think-
3-way call
I
with
think I
somebody.
did.
I remember
one time.
Brandon, didn't you call 911 one time?
You called 911?
And like he ended up, we was like, where's the man? Like Brandon was of a
They called back. Oh my
That's
god.
what it was. They called back.
Yeah.
I think I called them.
Tell the story,
Stayed
right?
on the phone a little bit, and then I'll go before
didn't
I
know
really
what your
said
homework-
anything.
They called back. Yeah, you should have been in.
Look,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
they still
know.
got in trouble.
Look, this was the 90s. I didn't know they had, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know they had caller ID and that they was gonna use it.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
So like,
Oh my gosh.
like your big
Good
brother
times.
and his cousin Vernon, they did that
Oh my gosh.
on Granny's phone. Yeah.
Lord.
And
Wow.
they kind of tried to hide and stuff because, you know, the police and fire department showed
Oh,
up.
they
down the
showed
street.
up.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know if they actually came to the house, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they did that.
I think he'll say Brandon Milton.
Yep.
Be at home now.
See, I didn't say nothing to him. Like I just
No, but they tracked you.
Wow.
Oh man.
Anyway, so
See, I was the good kid. They were worse. I'm just saying, this was worse.
we really used to make prank phone calls growing up, and now them spam calls tearing us up.
Oh,
I didn't make no
See?
prank phone call.
see, there what you get.
I mean,
There what you get.
We should.
I mean, yeah.
We should just tell spam, keep calling you. Stop calling us.
No,
We give you
no,
this
no.
number.
I have
Yeah,
I have a very long list.
Hold
you
on.
can call them anytime.
I have a very long
3
list.
a.m. will be great. Just a great time.
No, I have a very long list of block numbers that I just
It don't
hope and
matter. They
pray.
still call. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
and
You like
it's
that
getting
number,
longer
they
Yeah,
every
they'll
day.
They gonna
call
switch it
another-
up, and then they gonna call.
And they
from
may
another-
change about one
Man.
digit. Oh yeah, they call.
And
Straight
then
up.
have you guys
Everything.
ever seen the one that comes across your phone? It looks like your number, like they
Yes.
only switched up like one number,
Yes.
and it looks like you calling yourself, and
Yes.
it's like really, y'all.
Wow.
You think that I'm
And then they wait a minute and don't answer, and they say, "Hi, Cheryl." You know, you're like, I don't know you.
Man.
I don't know you. Well, I was calling about clip. Yeah.
Nah, some of them be baiting you into wanting to call back, like just to like make it seem like something's wrong on the phone with somebody trying to reach you or like whoever trying to whatever, but they want to bait you into calling back. So they'll call, and me, like what I've been doing, if I'm answering a call I don't know, I'm gonna stay silent for a second, just kind of hear if it's gonna be a robot, right? And they'll just hang up, right? So they want to bait you into calling back, like something was wrong or something like that. Man, they
Usually
trying
if I call back the
everything.
number so I know to block it, I call like the next day or later that evening. And 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be something stupid comes across them. I thought so, so I just go ahead and block.
Yeah.
Or I just, if you didn't leave a message, I kind of figure like, oh, you really weren't trying to reach me. Yes, and I try to clear up my voicemail, Kim.
Mhm.
I do. I do. I
Okay.
do. But some of these telemarketers get that space sometimes. I'm like, that's not for you.
I know. I had to go through my voicemail the other day, like you know the visual voicemail. Like I was going through there, and I'm like, why is this in my voicemail? Like I never went back to delete them. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, it happened.
Yeah,
It
they be want to fill stuff up.
Yeah,
Keep you from. Oh Lord, I sure you
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I can't help it if they feel it. My voicemail. I
Mom,
don't remember to check.
look, inside joke. If you know Mama well enough to know her number and to call her, and she don't answer, which 90% of the time she won't, but
My phone is not always.
and
where I am.
we're not talking unknown numbers. We talking about Mama just don't be answering the phone.
My phone be in one room, or
And
it's
then
on silent.
you gonna get her voicemail, but it's gonna say, "I'm sorry, the voicemail that you're it's already been filled in, hasn't been cleared yet."
It was so bad one time. She was not answering her phone. It was so bad that we ended up, like, me and Brandon, we were living in Starkville at the time, which is like, for you guys that are not from Mississippi, like that's an hour and 15, well, like an hour away, right?
Yeah,
And
an
so
hour if you're not just driving 70 the whole time.
But we were living in another town, another city, and then she wasn't answering her phone, and we hadn't heard from her. So we ended up having to call Milton. And we was like, Milton, just go check on her. We don't know what's going on. And like, she literally was in the house, just away from her phone. And
Just
like,
doing what she was doing.
I think she had never turned it back on Ringer after work or whatever.
Right.
And
I
so she
forget
was
to
just,
turn it back on.
she was in here just, just doing her.
That's Mama. That's Mama.
Yeah. So, do you guys
Lord.
remember like Bernie Sanders and like his viral inauguration picture?
No.
How he was like sitting there, and like they put him everywhere, right? All right, here we go. How did you?
Oh,
I can't even.
I got the right Bernie in my head. Okay, I thought I was thinking Bernie that guy.
Oh, no, it's not Bernie. How do you preacher sit while they're reading his bio?
I gotta try to.
Oh, before they do that, they gotta take a kneel and pray.
Yeah,
they gotta
They
kneel
got
and pray.
The leg ain't up there high as down.
Oh no! I'm
Really?
I'm trying. Lord Jesus.
We need to put Brandon and Bernie Sanders like side by side, do like a split screen.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I think somebody
But
will pick
that man
him.
was covered now. He had his mask on, his glove. He was like, I'm not only covered, I'm warm.
And he was like, I ain't moving. Like,
Yeah,
y'all
I
can't
ain't
make
gotta
me
move. I ain't gotta move.
That
I
man
was
was ready.
invited. I was invited.
That man was ready for whatever.
Yeah.
Ready for whatever.
It's not
Oh
my
my gosh.
inauguration. I'm saying Big ups to Bernie Sanders. Like, he's cool. He's cool.
Oh, most
All
definitely.
right. So, do you guys remember okay, so this is kind of a low blow. All right. So, y'all remember how, like, R. Kelly was on trial for all the stuff that he was doing and stuff like that, right? But, you know, like, in 2020, like, they started the verses, you know, like, everybody was like verses, you know, like, and it was big, you know, big artists, big name artists were coming together.
Basically,
Yes, explain
versus.
it to your
All right.
because she looking like, I don't know that.
Lord, jeez. All right, Mom.
I know who R. Kelly is.
What they did was.
Don't be laughing, Kai. You ain't even in here. You laughing at me.
All right, put it like this. People got super bored in 2020 because they're staying at home and got nothing to do. So they're like, all right, what if we have hit for hit, best songs ever, Michael Jackson versus Tina Turner or something like that. I don't know. Somebody.
The person was actually alive. So
Yeah. Fast forward, we're talking contemporary artists. Look, I just wanted to like connect it. I'm sorry, jeez, Lord. But you know, like they would take whatever to well-known artists and compare them, all that good stuff. So yeah, verses. That's how it was. How it was born. All that good stuff.
And then you know who R. Kelly is, like he was on trial, right? Okay, so here we go. Joke. R. Kelly would annihilate anybody they put in a versus with him. The person says he didn't win versus the Saturday
Dang. Oh my gosh.
Look at Mama's face. Like, oh my.
Lord, whoever made that deserves this.
Man, whatever. That was weird.
That was good.
That was weird.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was wow.
Mom still don't get
We just explained it before we
I
even
know,
like,
but I still don't want.
So like, okay, R. Kelly versus Michael Jackson. They saying R. Kelly gonna win. R. Kelly didn't win versus the state of Illinois because of his trial.
they were saying whoever he would have went up against in a versus,
Oh, Lord
like with the songs and all that, he would annihilate them because he would win, right?
Hands
And
down
so-
against everybody.
So the person commented and was like, well, he didn't win versus the state of Illinois because he was convicted.
Gotcha.
R. Kelly
Okay.
versus the state of
It's not
Illinois.
funny if we gotta
Okay.
explain.
Sorry. Y'all gotta give me. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
that is, you know.
Let me get out.
Sorry.
Let me get out of here. All right, one last one because I'm tired, y'all. Like y'all said, you know what? You should explain it before. Man, I am exhausted. You know,
Sorry.
I'm exhausted. Okay, here we go. One last one. All right, here
One
we
last
go.
one.
What y'all think about this? And this might not even be funny. This might cause some kind of controversy. But here we go. I can't believe you left your purse at home though.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
He got a plate. He eating.
He going
But she sitting
in.
there, she ain't got no food.
Oh, that's so wrong. Girl, that's when you get up. You shouldn't even be at the table with girl.
Bro, that's assuming she even drove
No.
What did I miss?
Before
That's
I got up
assuming
from
she
the table,
drove
I would
there.
grab
Like,
some off that plate.
oh my
You
gosh.
left your purse at home though.
That's so wrong.
That's a red flag right there.
Yeah, no, that's red, blue, green, purple, all the rainbow.
And she looking like, I know this man did.
Girl, I'd be reaching out that plate, getting up and going.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Nancy said that's so wrong.
That
It is,
is.
man. And like,
I wouldn't even
she
be
should have got
Why
her.
would you be
Yeah, she should have got her.
Right.
Person, like,
I would have like.
She didn't have her purse.
Okay. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, you know what? That's like that Wendy line thing. Man, she can't just get up and walk out. She hit a purse. She got to wait on. So you gotta just sit there. Wait a minute. You gotta tell them about the Wendy thing. You gotta tell them.
Yeah, Brandon got to tell him.
Yeah,
Wendy's.
About the Wendy's.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So here's my thing. I was sitting in Wendy's one day and I was just like, dang, this line is taking forever. And I'm just like, you know, I could drive off if Wendy's, because they parking lot.
No, okay, don't forget you.
I know. Yeah.
And they wouldn't be, you know how, y'all know.
All right. I'm trying. Just give it in. All right, man, check it out. The Wendy's we were at, they got it fixed so that you have to drive through, right? If you in the drive through, you not turning out of the drive. No, you have to drive through because you know they got they got what? All right, bet. So you can't drive off. I'm just like, dang. Number one, if I just want to get out of this line, I can't go nowhere. And then number two, if I decide to cancel my order because you gave me an attitude, because I don't like the way you talking on the speaker, I gotta just sit here with the window up, just like.
Oh my gosh.
Just like, nah, I don't want the order. Forget it. Just cancel it. I'm getting out of here in about whenever y'all get these people their food.
It's like, you know, you gotta sit there. I ain't even looking at you. So they looking at you like,
rolling the window.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
what y'all
can you see me?
Can
you see me?
We just got chickens and shrimps.
Oh my gosh. No.
Wait, no.
That's the wrong restaurant.
Yeah, that's
okay,
okay,
baby. We getting you your nap.
Leave it alone.
Oh man. But yeah, the joke is just like, look, you can't even cancel your order with these people at this Wednesdays because you go sit there.
You sit there like, forget the order.
And then just gonna have an
Never,
awkward stare down,
so
like
you sit
you
there
really
like,
cancel your order. You really cancel your. Yeah, I cancel.
You can't even drive out the line and be like, forget this, I'm gone.
Oh my gosh.
These people sitting in front of me and I gotta wait for them to get there. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Wendy's got that messed up. That's messed up.
Very.
Yeah. But, yeah,
I'm
but,
sorry.
you know,
Look, they designed it like that.
designed
You know what I'm
like that, 'cause,
saying?
I
They
mean,
got the curb
they were
like
trying
right
to-
there blocking you in, and they got a small
And you
hill,
gotta
so it's
sit
like
there.
you ain't going nowhere.
what attitude, man? You can't
Oh,
do
man.
nothing but sit there because like you can cancel the order now. Now you just yeah, that was not fun.
Look, be like, are you sure you don't want your order? You gotta say anyway.
Oh Lord.
Hey. I'm sorry.
But anyway, yeah.
Oh man.
That was wrong though. Yeah, that's that situation.
Straight
She's
up.
sitting there like I gotta
Straight
watch
up.
you eat because I can't get home. Which means she probably didn't have a phone with her either. No money.
Well,
no
she might have only had the phone, maybe, but she ain't got no charge cord.
She probably ain't no money.
I know. I'm saying she ain't got no coin. She can't recharge that mother with a real though. She ain't going nowhere.
Anyway.
Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord
At
Jesus.
least he didn't mess up none of the jokes tonight. So
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'd
I
rather
ain't
him
messing
be like
up.
this than like be
Like
my
what?
humbug,
This
like,
is just me. It's just me. I'm just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
This your chill?
Mm-hmm.
This your chill?
Yeah, sure. It's just me. I'm just chilling.
That's what's up.
I'm just chilling. I ain't even on that stuff. I got a full night of sleep. Sort of.
All right.
Sort of.
All right,
We'll
guys,
stop.
that's our show for tonight. Family.
This is kicking it with the family.
Yeah.
All that.
Like, all of that. Family. Closing remarks. What you got? Announcements, closing remarks. You know,
happy early
this is a
birthday.
benediction, y'all. All
Who's
right?
remark?
Milton ain't here to give his
Who mark?
Yeah.
Remark.
closing remarks, but
Okay.
this is the benediction, y'all.
Just want to say happy birthday again to Sister Galloway.
Yes, happy birthday. Enjoy your day, Sister Galloway. Whatever it goes on, enjoy it.
Yes.
We love you, and we're praying for each family, everyone. Keep us in prayer as well.
Really?
I think that's. Oh yeah. Not to forget, Unity's Real Talk coming up this Wednesday at 7:30. So want to make sure we announce that. And yeah, we're gonna be starting with a very interesting topic. We'll have the flyer up for it pretty soon. But yeah, that's about it as far as Unity. MET.
MET, y'all make sure that you go shop with me, metboutique.com. You can subscribe now and get 10% off now. So if you want to go to the website after we get off live and just shop with me, you can sign up under our subscription and put your email in, and we'll email you a 10% off code. All right, so you can get 10% off today. You don't have to wait. And so we got some great things going on coming up. We have Black History t-shirts that are about to drop. All right, you guys, and so make sure that you get your t-shirts for Black History Month. All right, we want to rep hard, and that's across the board, you guys. Like we it's not all about just celebrating in 1 month. However, just know, like, when that month comes, you guys, like, we need to be repping really, really
Most
hard.
definitely.
And so these t-shirts don't have to be just worn in February, but you can wear them throughout the year. All right. And so just making sure that you're proud of where you come from, your heritage, your ancestors, all of that. And so you're representing that. All right. And so we have awesome Black History t-shirts that are about to drop. And so I'm excited about that. metboutique.com. If you guys have any questions, you can email me at metboutique1 gmail.com. All right. Also 30 Single and Saved, we do have a live that's coming up this Tuesday, like every Tuesday, this Tuesday at 7 p.m. And if you want to catch those lives, make sure that you turn your notifications on, join the 30 Single and Saved group, and also like the 30 Single and Saved page. All right. But every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. we are live on 30 Single and Saved. This week we're talking about nope, that's the one from last week. I thought I uploaded the new one. So this week we're talking about relationship trauma. All right, so bring your comments, also your experiences. All right, we want to hear from you. Okay, this is a session that that everyone can take a part in. All right, because if you have been in any other kind of relationship, you know, there have been so many people that have been physically abused, mentally abused, you know, all of that, emotionally, and all of that verbally. And so what we want to do is shine a light on those particular traumas that people leave relationships with. And also what does the healing process look like? How do you heal from something like that? Is it possible to heal from something like that? All right. And so we want you guys to feel free to, you know, engage in conversation with us. Okay. Your experiences are welcome. It's a safe space. 30 Single and Saved is a safe space. All right. So you will not be judged by your experiences or anything like that, but it's all about helping others. All right. We are overcome by our testimony, and so with that, it's a freeing feeling knowing that we can readily be able to talk about certain things that we have been through. All right. And so this is what we're doing on this Tuesday night, 7 p.m., 30 Single and Saved. All right. Also Unity Fellowship Church every Sunday, we have worship at 11 a.m. And also on, like Pastor said, Real Talk is this Wednesday. And then on Saturday, make sure you guys check us out for church school every Saturday at 10 a.m. All right. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that's coming up, Emily?
That's it.
I think that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys make sure that if you have not done so, go to the Kicking It With the Family page. We are currently still, you know, growing. Of course, we're consistently growing, but you guys make sure that you check out the Kicking It With the Family page, like that page, follow that page. All right. We're actually on TikTok as well. All right. So make sure that you follow us on TikTok too. We are a family that's, you know, we just come together to have a good time, but we also have more serious conversations, and we just, you know, want to be able to connect with you all, you know, in a world that has so much turmoil, so many things that's going on, especially with this virus, and you know, the news got, you know, bad news after bad news after bad news. Look, it feels good to just come together and just kick it sometimes and just enjoy one another's company. All right. And we enjoy you guys sharing with us and kicking it with us every Sunday night. All right. And so we love you guys, and we want to encourage you guys to, you know, laugh sometimes. All right. Enjoy life, because you only get one.
Amen
You
to
only
that.
get one
Amen to
time.
that.
So make sure that you guys enjoy life. Continue to love on your family and your friends. You never know when it's gonna be the last time that you get to see someone. All right, you never know when your last time is gonna be, and so we want to make sure that, you know, we're just building memories. We're sharing the love, and we just want to let everyone know that, you know, Jesus is real. All right, and if you're going through something, if you're struggling or anything, find your solace and find your friend in Jesus. All right, there is a friend in Jesus. He's there. He's willing to talk to you. He's willing to listen to you. He's willing to be there throughout everything that you go through. All right, and so we're not saying that you won't be down sometimes, but what we're saying is Jesus is going to be always there for you. All right. And so we love you. If you guys need prayer, special prayer, make sure that you reach out to one of us. All right. Or reach out to the Kicking It With the Family page. We are on Facebook and YouTube. So go on over to YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Kicking It With the Family. All right. Make sure that you do that. How can you support us? These are the ways that you can support us. If you really want to support our family, these are the various ways that that you can do that. All right. We appreciate your love and support every Sunday night at 6 p.m. You know you're going to see our faces. All right. Sometimes all of us, and sometimes, it might be, somebody might have to dip out here and there, but somebody might have to dip out here and there. But yeah, we love you guys. We're continuously praying for you guys, and please pray for our family. All right. And we're closing out the show. Auntie Sandra should say, enjoy. Love you, my family. See Kim, good night, family. Really enjoyed the show. Love you all. Love you too. All right. Happy early birthday to Sister Galloway. And we appreciate you guys staying with us and kicking it with us on tonight. All right, y'all. That's our show for tonight. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Okay.
Just making sure.
Not doing this.
Kicking it with the
staying
family.
with us and kicking it with the family. That's what I said.
All right, this time.
That's what I said. Don't try to put words in my mouth, Daddy.
No, not trying to.
Thank you for staying with us. We had a lengthy show tonight, so thank you guys for staying with us and kicking it with us.
Yes.
Yes.
And we need to stop there before this takes a turn. Peace out, fam. That's it. See y'all next week.
Love you. Mwah.
Peace.
Peace out.
This is Kicking It with the Family. Family is a group of related individuals connected by blood, marriage, common interest, and love. Our family is rooted and grounded in love. Through the good and the bad, we have each other's backs. We pray together, praise together, cry together, laugh together. Through it all, we have been together. We are not perfect, and we don't have perfect relationships with one another. But the one thing that we can count on is our love for each other. And although we make mistakes, through it all, we know that we are stronger together. This is family. This is our family. And we invite you to join our family as we open up the doors to our lives to share with you. We have a desire to not only entertain you, but educate you and share with you, and also have serious discussions with you. We are all about family. Our family's hope is that you will not only watch and listen to us as we share with you, but that you as viewers and listeners will also be a part of our family. Share with us, pray with us, laugh with us, and take some time and just kick it with us. We love you all, so don't forget to kick it with us, kicking it with the family. Cheryl.
Brandon Clark.
Kaya Renee.
Lauren Monet.
Amaya Brielle Clark. Alina Noel.